Yo, what is happening, guys? Dr. BC here. Now, normally I would be really excited to be making this video since, it's Dr. Phil, and I've always had a sense of respect for the guy, but due to recent things with him and the real world colliding, it's just not, I don't really view him the same anymore, and it sucks because, I want to like the guy, I want to like the bald-headed freak, but I can't. So, I guess this is just going to be me doing the honest reaction, like always, getting my honest input and output on the guy, and the videos I'm going to be reacting to, and all that stuff. Speaking about videos, I have a lot of Dr. Phil videos on here on my like playlist, and obviously I'm not going to be reacting to every single one of them. I picked out the best of the bunch that I'm going to be reacting to, starting off with... I should have stopped, says 21-year-old who sent hundreds of messages to an unknown girl that she barely even met off the internet.
Now, I want to start with a few things, and I guess it's kind of a reality test. You acknowledge that you've never met Jasmine, right?
Yes, sir.
And you acknowledge that the brief communications that you've had with her have been via text, right?
Yes, sir. It's been through Twitter and it's been through Instagram messaging.
Yeah, that's what.
Now, if it was through regular messaging or Discord or something like that, that would make a little more sense. I'd be like, okay, if this is a long-distance relationship. But no, this is through Instagram and Twitter, through the DMs on there.
I'm not very tech-savvy. It's been through typing.
Gotcha.
Okay. And...
Well, yeah, I actually kind of agree with Dr. Phil, like, his reasoning for that, because, well, obviously he's old, but I prefer call. Like, I prefer call over anything. Or FaceTime.
She's been pretty forthcoming
with
about
the people that actually know best.
Of not knowing you, not having a relationship with you. Here's an example between Bailey and Jasmine. Jasmine says, "Why am I your header?" Bailey, "Why am I not yours?" And Jasmine says, "'Cause I don't know you." And Bailey says, "Yes, you do." And Jasmine says, "No, I don't."
Okay, I don't know why, but I kind of like when Dr. Phil says it like that. He's like, "Yes, you do." And then Jasmine replies, "No, I don't." Just sounds like something off of a movie script or some crap.
So, just in that exchange, tell me what you take away from that, because you're really smart.
Because she is saying this to my face, but the problem is
But you should know.
She started
you should be like, "Oh, you're right. Maybe let's just start off being friends. Don't just." You've never even met the girl. You've never even asked her if you want to, like, be her girlfriend. This is just so weird. Like, why do you do... Why would you do something like this?
And she tweets, I don't care, I'll adore you all damn day." And so that's what made me decide to drive. The reason I would...
Whoa. I said I wasn't tech-savvy. What's a subtweet?
Subtweet is...
Oh my god, Dr. Phil. Can you just please shut the f*** up?
You talk about someone, but you don't tag them, and so they don't know for sure that it's about you or not. Excuse me.
Oh, a subtweet, yeah. Are you talking about, like, reposting? Like, what's it called? Damn it. Quoting a post? So, like, you repost something, but they don't know that you reposted it, right? Because since it's a quote reposting, or you're reposting it as a quote,
Okay, so
you're not tagging them directly, or it doesn't automatically, like, tag them directly.
So you don't know that was directed to you. That's just you reading that into the text.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well then on April 3rd of 17, Bailey says, "Full tank of gas and $100. I'm coming for you. Parents don't know. I'm running for you, baby." And Jasmine says, not in a subtweet, "What are you talking about?" Bailey says, "I'm coming to blank city. Blank got too wild. If you want to see me, I'll be in town."
This is just asking for trouble. Like, I know she went through a lot because I'm going to show you the video of her past traumas, of her post traumas, all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, she went through a lot, and there's something going on with her brain, with her head, how she thinks. Because this ain't normal. I mean, most people, even people who are on the internet constantly texting, they know that this ain't normal.
Jasmine says, again, not in a subtweet, I don't know you.
Yeah, right.
What
Exactly.
don't you understand about that?
I mean, it's pretty easy to understand. I don't know you, meaning I've never seen you before, I've never interacted with you, but Bailey doesn't seem to understand that.
That's
Jasmine's trying to educate her a little.
direct, right?
Yes, sir, it is.
Interpret that for me.
There was a video on her Twitter, and I told her that that video got me to eat because I have anorexia.
Oh, damn.
And she
Okay.
would retweet that video. And so that's how I started to follow her. I knew that I had to pay attention to her pages because I knew that that was the way we were going to talk.
Okay, well, just like what Beta Ada Delota, and yes, I know, he's a furry. I'm getting inspiration by a furry. Just like what he said, it's good to have people that you feel inspired by, and, you know, people that you look up to for just whatever, but don't become, like, obsessed with them like this.
Because directly she
Like,
was telling me
like,
not
think
to
on
talk
your
to her.
own.
And I was like, okay, no, I won't talk to you. I'm okay.
Like,
I'm
don't
so
rely on
sorry. I
others
won't talk to
100% of
you.
the
I will
time.
not bother you. I won't. Like, I won't. And then she would tweet something. Or what started to happen was she would delete a picture, like on Instagram.
Yes,
and
of
so
course.
that's kind
Deleting the pictures, of course. Let's delete the pictures!
I delete photos every day. I'm not telling you to tweet me.
Yes, sir, I understand.
Put back up what
I
we
don't
were
think
just
he
talking
understands.
about. Tell me, she says, I don't know you. What don't you understand about that? Now, how does her deleting some random photo override this?
I really don't know. She probably knows, but I really don't. I don't know how that overrides.
I want to tell you why I think you've been doing that. And I made a list, actually.
Oh, you have Dr.
I think
Phil.
there
Ooh, Dr. Phil's getting savvy over here. I made a list. Made a list of all the things that has happened to you recently. All your past traumas.
been some traumas
The traumas
you
experienced.
have experienced. And in
I know that doesn't
September
sound like
of
Dr. Phil,
15,
but still, whatever.
there was a stairwell attack at school. And I don't need to
Ooh, yeah, banged her head, cracked her head open. Ooh, memory loss. Oh, man, that,
go
ew.
into a lot of detail about what it was. You and I know what
That's
all was
bad.
involved
Ooh,
there.
that is
Because
horrible.
you've been forthcoming with us about that, but it was certainly traumatic, right?
Yes, sir.
And by the way, I'm very sorry that that happened to you. That's not okay. Then next, summer of 16, you experienced rape by a friend.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
very
Strong quotation marks in that. Strong quotation marks in that.
And then somewhere between summer of 16 and October, November, which we'll get to in a minute, there was an isolated incident with a boyfriend that was drunk, and you were abused.
Like physically,
Yeah,
mentally, or emotionally.
And then
Because you could get abused in a whole set of manners.
October, November of 16 is when the miscarriage takes
Oh,
I'm very sorry for
chill. That is pretty horrific. Now I'm starting to feel a little bit bad for her.
place as well. And then February,
In fact, I feel bad for everyone who has
Yeah,
to
this
give
time-
miscarriages.
hand around the neck, throws you against the wall, hits your head against the wall. Not that you've got to go get an MRI. And that's not good. So we have this trauma, this trauma, this trauma, this trauma, this trauma. And it's the very next month that
Well, because, yeah, that's when she discovered Jasmine, because of the one post saying, well, not even to her directly, obviously, but just like an inspirational video saying, hey, if you have anorexia, maybe get that, like, checked out. Like, maybe try to, like, work on yourself to, like, overcome that.
start this obsession with Jasmine. Sometimes as a defense mechanism, we do what's called dissociate. And we decide it's much safer if we just kind of live in our heads a little bit. We kind of escape.
Yeah, now escapism, I don't believe it's as bad as how most people interpret it to be, but yeah, if you can't check out of that fantasy or your whatever's going on in your head, if you can't check out of that, just every now and then, every once in a while, and live in the real world, like if you can't control that, then that's a serious problem.
To a fantasy that can't.
If you can control it and manage it,
it doesn't hit you.
then that's fine.
It doesn't.
In fact,
it doesn't
that helps.
you.
That helps a lot of people. A lot of different things.
And so there's not a lot of risk in it.
Especially with stress and anxiety.
You're controlling all the narrative, and you start to interpret things to support your belief that just aren't true.
Belief?
And I
like
hope you're
like
seeing
Cantifa?
that they're not true. What do you think?
I think you're right.
I think you're right. I think you're right, Dr. Phil. I'm sorry. I know there's a lot going on with her. Well, I mean, this was 6 years ago. I don't know how she's doing now. But she's just saying that to make Dr. Phil feel better. I mean, she really is. She doesn't want to improve herself. She knows that there's something wrong with her and all that stuff, but she doesn't want to improve. She wants to continue to do the same crap that she's always been doing because she believes that that is actually helping her for the better.
Truly, I think that I did use going and putting my emotional state in somebody else. I did. I found a relationship that was separate where someone couldn't hurt me. And I thought, and I was under the pretense that she was coming here. And I see now that.
Yeah, you see now that doesn't work?
You cannot make somebody love you. You cannot force somebody to love you. And so I see that what I did was not, that I do need some help. I don't know what to say to y'all because I see my place now. Does that make sense?
Well, it does. If I keep saying you're very smart, and I want you to be honest with me. I don't want you to tell me what you think I want to hear, and by just agreeing with whatever I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I really want to help you here. And one thing.
But it's like at the same time, like if she really doesn't want to get any help, I mean, you can't force your help on someone, you know?
Can tell you
like
for
you
certain
really can't.
Is that Jasmine is not interested in a relationship with you. She's not being against you. She doesn't even know you. But she has her own life, her own friends, her own loves, her own pursuits. She doesn't know you. She has no interest in knowing you. She has nothing against you. She just doesn't know you.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
You say that you truly think it's the love story of the century. Really?
I do, yes. I'm writing a book about it, actually.
Oh, God. And when I thought it couldn't get worse.
It's the love story of the century.
I mean, hey, at least you're doing something with that, I guess. No, this is horrible. No. Why am I contributing to this?
Physically met.
No, sir. And y'all can laugh at me. It's fine. I will be your spectacle. I will be your laughing spectacle.
Oh my God. She's literally losing her mind. She's about to cry. Because she really loves this Jasmine so much, even though they never met at all.
We're just going to shut this down because I'm not into all this melodrama and you playing the victim and everything. So you're saying the audience is making a spectacle out of you. That's not what I'm about. That's not what I do. I had you come here to help you. And you're saying people are ridiculed, making fun of you. You're going to be a spectacle. I don't want to be any part of that.
So I'm
sorry.
Yeah, well, I mean, good for you, Dr. Phil, for speaking up to her. Then again, Dr. Phil has always been doing that. I mean, especially now with, what I'm about to show you pretty soon. But yeah, I mean, good for you, Dr. Phil, for like actually doing what is right and telling her, hey, this is not your show. You can't just tell my fans to shut up because I say so.
This has just gone in a really bad direction. I'm going to talk with Jasmine. I'm going to talk with your mother, and I'm just going to let you head on home and go because I'm not going to play.
Is there anything I can say to fix this? I'm so sorry.
No, all of this melodrama about ridiculing the audience and they can laugh at you and all that. I don't play those kind of games. You're very manipulative, and I'm not interested in all of that. So I'm going to let Bailey move on, and when I come back, I'm going to talk to Jasmine about how to protect herself from this, and we'll talk.
Yeah, and maybe like get out of the relationship sooner. Like she could have like blocked her, but she chose not to. I mean, it is a choice. At the end of the day, all this is a choice. She could have blocked her immediately, like right when she started texting all this weird crap. But no, she didn't. She let it happen. She let it continue on.
To Bailey's mom next. We'll be right back.
I apologize that I offended you in any way, shape, or form. That was never my intention.
Well,
I mean, yeah, maybe that never was, but you don't know how to realize that sometimes you're in the wrong. And other people, such as Dr. Phil and Jasmine and your mother, were actually on the right.
I first heard about Trisha's YouTube channel earlier this year. Trisha is
Oh, Jesus. This is going in a direction that I do not want it to go.
a narcissistic, selfish,
Old people
delusional, attention
going on the internet and making
Trisha
live
is hated by
streams.
almost everybody on YouTube. She uses
And just
her platform
trash
to
talking
tell
their
lies about people.
friends and
She
crap.
made light of a woman's presumed missing daughter, asking her how is she doing. She knew this woman was grieving.
Or just rumors in general. Rumors in general, like the whole controversy between like internet rumors, for the most part, it's so stupid. Like it really is. Now, if you're talking about like political rumors or like societal rumors, I mean that's a whole nother level. Like that gets very interesting. But this is just so retarded.
It's disgusting. Trisha called one woman pretending to be a nurse and asking for her medical information. Trisha
Oh,
claimed
come
that the husband of
on.
one of her trolls was running a pill mill out of Florida.
What
Over
the
last
hell?
2 months, I have witnessed nasty arguments with her family.
Oh my god.
She's a horrible mom. Her daughter begged her to get off YouTube, screamed at her, told her that she didn't care about any of these people. Trisha told her followers that Sean threw her into a door. She
What?
called the police and told them that his PTSD was triggered. She
What?
live streamed everything from a restaurant.
His PTSD was triggered? Or her PTSD was triggered? How? Just spilling out labels.
Trisha keeps
spewing
promising
out
that she's going
labels.
to give up. Trisha keeps promising that she's going to give up live streaming as much as she does, but she
Yeah,
won't.
right. Like that's gonna happen anytime soon.
Hi, thank you.
How did you wind up being on her channel or following her or watching her videos?
I actually found her because there was another YouTuber that was talking about her bullying, and so I was curious to know what she was saying. And so that's how I found her, and immediately I heard her saying really horrible things about a person who's overweight, who happens to have a lot of subscribers. And
Yes, fatphobia! Fatphobia! She's being fatphobic.
Have you-
Oh my god, what the hell? This is 6 years ago too, by the way. Just like the other videos.
Hide behind.
I'm not hiding, girl. I'm sitting right here.
No. What
Oh,
is your
Jesus.
screen name? What is your screen name you hide behind?
What is your screen name you hide behind? Are you talking about her username? She doesn't have to tell you that. Why the hell does she need to tell you that? That's private, confidential information.
Do you want me
Well,
to-
actually, no, not really. I mean, it's public. Everyone can see it, but...
That person.
Oh, jeez.
So she's not really telling the truth.
Good.
Oh, good. I'm not
No,
telling the
no,
truth.
because
Okay,
she-
Rosa Parks.
Okay.
No problem, Rosa Parks.
Oh my god.
How
Yo!
many months?
Back the hell up. Yeah, Dr. Phil, yes. Go and do something.
Sit
Sit down
down.
right now.
Sit
Sit
down.
down. Sit down.
Come on, you're not diving on her hood. Just sit down.
Yeah, this is not a territorial dispute. Like, what the hell?
This is
I mean, Girl in the Red Shirt's in the wrong too. I mean, why does she need to get involved in all this crap? Like, it's none of her business.
That's great.
I mean, this
Listen,
Charlie.
first of all, listen.
I'm
Wait,
not
no,
listening.
excuse me.
I'm
You
talking
listen.
right now.
I'm talking to you.
You listen.
Hold on.
You listen. listen.
You listen.
You listen.
You listen.
You listen. This is so stupid. They were acting like little kids, basically. No, you listen. No, you listen. No, you. It's so it blows my mind how even older people can act so ridiculous and immature.
Whoa. Look around the room and see whose name's on the wall. I'll run this show. Listen. Say what you want to say.
Did we not have civil conversation?
Very, yes, sir.
So
we
then
did.
why are you coming out here and saying I immediately thought this and that and
I did.
didn't know?
Oh yes, I
Did you
immediately
not
thought
have
this,
live
and now
streams
I did.
the people and bash and bully the hell out of her?
I did not.
You
That's
did
what
not?
No, I did not. That's what I
Okay,
want
so
to
if
say.
I had known that you were the one that was going to be here, we would have provided that video.
Okay.
You're a hater
I
and you
don't
have
like her.
bashed on her.
Yeah.
And you have
Yeah, but you didn't have to be. Yeah, he's right. You contributed to all this. You really have, and you just need to stop and like grow up and like get a life. Maybe I don't know. I'm just saying.
On live
I have
streams to
said
Trisha.
I have only
In
ever
the
looked
dark.
for the truth.
In the dark you
Never.
have.
All I have
That's
ever
fair.
cared about is the actual truth.
You do not even know me. You don't know anything about me other than my live stream. You're just one of those people in the peanut gallery.
I don't like everything that
You don't-
happens with me and Trisha, and I hate that everything that she puts on here is on YouTube.
Yeah, me too.
But you
You too. You don't
hid
have to watch.
behind everything and flipped, and then went on a live stream with 2 other people.
I
And
did.
fully
Yeah, I know, right?
It was horrible.
You literally contributed to all of this. What's so difficult about realizing that? Now, the original final video that I was going to be reacting to was part of a debate that Dr. Phil had between Hamas leader, the leader's son, I guess, and 2 pro-Palestinian activists. Now, I decided not to do that because, number 1, it's pretty long. Number 2, more editing. Number 3, this video will be way too long, and I don't want it to be like over 40 freaking minutes. And number 4, I just don't think you guys are ready for that kind of conversation. So instead, I went on the Dr. Phil Primetime, where he thinks he's such a genius, and I found an even better video where he talks about the border and the border crisis, and I'm just going to be playing a few minutes of that, and I just want to hear what you guys think about it. So, yeah.
See all the storage containers are blocked. So, Dr. Phil, a lot of those structures that you saw in Mexico, they're used like a stash house. Yeah. And then they started moving them across the river. That area, yes, that was one of the main crossing areas before that marine barrier was put in place. But ever since it's been put there, it's shifted the activity to other areas.
There's an airboat patrolling right there. So massive out here, it's astounding.
Yep.
Okay, so they look for a green uniform instead of a brown uniform.
Exactly.
And then they're walking along a highway and you see them and you stop them. They've got papers at that point, so you can't arrest them.
We can't. That was happening early on, that many of those illegal immigrants, once they turned themselves into Border Patrol, they got processed, they were released into the streets. Now that was just overwhelming the economic system here, also local resources, local police departments. And that's when Governor Abbott started busing some of them to these other cities because of that, to alleviate that strain. That's been very effective. We do have special investigators, which are Texas Rangers. And if they see something out of the ordinary, or if a child makes an outcry to one of our police officers, then we can investigate. And that's one thing that's probably more, I guess, disturbing to see is when you see a small child being brought across a river and they have a little piece of paper with an address and a phone number, because obviously nothing gets reported when they're on their journey to the border.
These people that are coming across, are they all different nationalities, right?
Right.
How do they get from China to that side of the river?
It's all coordinated with, criminal smugglers in Mexico. This has become a multi-billion-dollar industry, criminal network, as far as human smuggling. Every person that comes across that river, whether it be an adult or child, is paying a fee to these Mexican cartels. You're talking about Chinese people are paying anywhere from $35,000 to $50,000 a person just to get across.
Where are they getting $50,000?
That's a good question.
Well, if you've got Chinese, you've got Syrians, you've got people that are clearly coming from enemies of the United States, and they don't have the money, then it's clearly being financed by somebody.
Exactly.
Somebody's paying the freight.
Exactly. It's not just the cartels either, because even if you look at the number of suspected terrorists that have come across so far in the last 3 years, over 300, that's a record number. Those are the ones that have been caught. So think about the ones that haven't been caught and who's working with them in conjunction with these organizations in Mexico.
What percentage do you think have been caught?
It's a very low percentage. there's so much talk about gotaways, and I'm sure you heard that.
Right.
You know, 1.7, 1.8 million owned gotaways. You know, the number's much higher than that. There's no way to determine exactly how many people cross or in a group. So the number's much higher than that. You can only imagine this has been taking place for the last 3 years, and there's no way of knowing where these individuals are right now.